Whiskers was a cat of simple pleasures. He loved napping in sunbeams and chasing after string, but most of all he loved food. Not just any food, mind you. Whiskers was captivated by the wonderful smells that wafted from the kitchen. Every day the humans would chop, stir and sizzle, creating the most tempting aromas. Whiskers would sit patiently by the door, his little pink nose twitching with anticipation. He longed to be part of the culinary magic that unfolded within. One day, unable to resist the allure any longer, Whiskers decided to investigate. He stealthily slunk into the kitchen, his emerald eyes wide with curiosity. The adventure had begun. Whiskers' first foray into the culinary world was, to put it mildly, messy. He discovered that bags of flour were fun to bat around, especially when they released a satisfying puff of white powder. He also learned that raw fish, while smelly, was incredibly slippery. His attempt to make off with a whole trout ended with him doing a rather undignified slide across the kitchen floor. The humans found it all quite amusing, though they drew the line at him using the stovetop as a napping spot. Undeterred by his initial mishaps, Whiskers continued his culinary explorations. He watched intently as the humans cooked, his head cocked to one side in deep concentration. He learned that a pinch of this and a dash of that could transform simple ingredients into something wonderful. Of course, his own attempts were still prone to the occasional mishap. A cake batter experiment ended with him sporting a rather fetching beard of dough, and his attempt to help with the salad resulted in a rather unconventional dressing of cat hair. Still, Whiskers was learning, and with each culinary adventure, his skills slowly began to improve. One day the humans were out, and Whiskers decided to put all his hard-earned kitchen knowledge to the test. He wanted to create something special, something that would make the humans purr with delight. He gathered his ingredients, some leftover tuna, a few choice catnip sprigs, and a dollop of cream. With the careful precision of a seasoned chef, he combined his ingredients, adding a sprinkle of this and a dash of that. When the humans returned, they were greeted by the most delightful aroma. There on the countertop sat a small, beautifully decorated pie, and Whiskers looking immensely proud of himself. One bite and the humans were astonished. It was the most delicious pie they had ever tasted. Whiskers, the once clumsy kitchen intruder, had created a culinary masterpiece. From that day forward, Whiskers wasn't just a pet. He was the neighborhood's beloved chef. His simple, tasty dishes, always with a touch of catnip, were legendary. And as Whiskers sat by the window, basking in the admiration of his fans, he knew that his journey from curious cat to master chef was nothing short of perfect.